What message did the Nets deliver to the entire league with that performance?
That when Kyrie Irving and KD are on the court together, they are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. That is what I think that's the message that I think that they sent. First of all, they just ruined Philadelphia. Let's count the ways. You got Joel Embiid. Suddenly Jokic is the guy for the MVP now, not Embiid, which makes their Monday night encounter in Philadelphia that much more profound. James Harden, you can't be seen out by TMZ partying with Lil Baby and Travis Scott after that putrid performance. That's just not a good look. So then I ruined Philadelphia right there. Brought Philadelphia down to earth. But more importantly than that, Kevin Durant has reestablished himself as the best player on the planet. And Kyrie Irving, who stepped on the court and guarded James Harden from start to finish. The combination of those two, and don't even get me started if Ben Simmons ends up on the court with them. The combination of those two, they're saying, excuse me, y'all must have forgot who we are. We are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference.
Are they?
Did you say no sleep till Brooklyn?
That's correct.
I'm a listener. So for Kyrie Irving, how about if I say he's crafty? 50, 40, 90, he's flirting with it. 26 points per game, and they may get him back full time. And if they do, that's clearly going to be a problem, I agree. But the thing I liked about the Nets, they showed me they took it personal. And that got me looking at James Harden a little bit different. Because when you go against your former team and you force your way out, Greeny, you got to at least be a dog when you play against that squad.
That's right.
Even if you losing. But the way they got waxed and Ben Simmons wasn't playing, and like you just said, acting like it wasn't necessarily a big deal, that did trouble me. But that's against the Sixers. That has nothing to do with the Bucks. That has nothing to do with the Heat. That's why I'm excited about the East.
I remember when my dear friend Stephen A. Smith used to be a tough grader. Now he looks at a student pass one pop quiz and he's ready to crown that person Einstein. Really?
No.
You know what it did show us, though?
there.
It showed us what they are at the top end. I mean, if they're going to play like this, if they're going to hit that note every time out, yes, then they're the team to beat. But how often are we going to see that?
Can I push back on that?
Sure.
When Kevin Durant got hurt, they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference. This isn't necessarily new, Stephen A. He was gone. They lost their best player for a significant period of time.
But is it as simple as reinserting that person? We're going to find this out with Golden State as well with Draymond Green. Once you lose that, how difficult is it to get it back? We saw other problems with like the Warriors, and I'm using this analogy because you have all those young players, including Jordan Poole, Kuminga, and even Wiggins, and all of a sudden they're out of sorts. They have to learn how to play in this new constitution. So do the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not ready to take one pop quiz.
Yes, we know.
Professor Stephen A.
We're not ready to take one pop quiz.
Extrapolate.
Okay, but let me tell you what I extrapolate from this discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Wilbon has changed. He has changed. Mike Wilbon used to be the dude that sat up there and said, excuse me, I know what I saw with my own two eyes, and that's it.
Still that.
Now he comes up with a bunch of questions. Mike is about giving out quizzes every day. He's the guy he's the professor that goes to the students and give them a quiz every day. Well, guess what? I see answers. I see the answers from the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm saying I watched Milwaukee last night. I see Miami. I know they're formidable, but in the end, KD, the best player on the planet, combined with Kyrie Irving, if he's on the court, excuse me, I'm betting my money on that.
But also they showed us his levels to this. Like, I think what gets lost sometimes with KD is how he left OKC, how he left the Warriors.
Right.
He was the back-to-back finals MVP.
Yes.
Kyrie Irving is a champion. He did make big shots. He is a champion. The Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid, they haven't achieved that yet. That's why you add James Harden, who's struggled in big playoff games as well. That's what they show.
Can I close this out by switching gears just a touch?
Sure.
I need to send a message on national television to James Harden. As a person that worked in Philadelphia for 17 years, from a college reporter to a general sports columnist, over 17 years, I know this city. They love you. They appreciate the fact that you are not Ben Simmons. But make no mistake, when you play like you played the other night, you cannot be seen out partying that night like it meant no big deal to you, because the city, I can assure you, it was a big deal to them. And be careful, James Harden. Be very, very careful.
It's not Houston. It's not Houston.
It ain't Houston.
As Jalen said, he was out champagning and campaigning.
Exactly.
Campaigning for what?
Exactly.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.